The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Pit Life BBQ podcast. Join us around the pit as we talk all things barbecue. Now here is your host, Johnnie Mags.
What's up, everybody? We are back live.
Yay!
Man, that was a while, huh?
I missed you, buddy.
Oh, my God. I am so screwed up right now, it's not funny.
But you're done.
I'm done. I'm done for the year.
The mail has been delivered.
All the packages got to wherever they were supposed to. I no longer have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I no longer have to get home at 9 or 10.
That's crazy.
Oh, my God. It was, Christmas morning. I'm up at 3 o'clock. It's like, come on, really? Mm-hmm. Just the clock takes over.
Oh, yeah.
Then that was Christmas Day. So then yesterday was 6 o'clock. So we're getting better. Today was 9 o'clock. So we're getting real better. If I can just get my gut back into check, I'll be really good. Just all, the catching fucking whatever you can, whenever you can. Out there on the road, it's like, Jesus Christ.
Now, did you fall, like Christmas Eve, like around like 6 o'clock? Did you start falling asleep?
No, I was good. I was determined because I missed Christmas Day last year.
Okay.
I got through the presents and all that with the kids, cooked dinner, had dinner. Then I sat down, and next thing you know, it was the 26th. And I was not going to miss Christmas again this year.
Nice.
But yeah, but all that went smooth, but except the
storm.
The storm wiped out the power the day before Christmas Eve, so the 23rd, went out at 9 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. Didn't come back on till late Christmas Eve afternoon. I'm on the phone with Claudia when I could be on the phone with Claudia.
Right.
Because when the power goes out up where I am, cell phone reception is non-existent, okay? So I'm like, take one of my thermometers, put it in the fridge. Why? Just do it. Puts it in, what's it say? Oh, it's like 43. Okay, go in the dining room. Our dining room is off the kitchen. There's no heating in there. Mm-hmm. I got a propane fireplace if I want to heat it up, but then I got the French doors that keep everything up. She goes, it's 32. Good. Put everything in the fridge on the dining room table. I am not losing any of this damn meat.
Did it work?
Oh, it worked out beautiful.
Perfect.
Worked out beautiful. So then I think I had talked to you yesterday. Mm-hmm. So the power stayed on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Kicked off a little bit Christmas night. Came back on. Talked to you for a second yesterday morning. Mm-hmm. As soon as I got off the phone with you, lights flickered out.
Again.
Went to text, I go, and the power just going out, and it's on, it didn't deliver the text message to you. I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm going on. So I got so if anybody had sent me, my family, anybody, Christmas wishes, all that stuff, thank you. But I got no goddamn reception. This is a $350 a month paperweight. It was crazy. Chrissy sent me a text on Christmas Day.
Yeah, like I always do.
I got it on the ride down here
Today.
Wow.
Because because I got the kids, Claudia's working. I go, guys, we got to go down early because I got to get caught up on so much shit for the Wi-Fi, and I knew that I was going to get reception down here, but I'm like, God damn.
I knew something was up. He normally answers. He's really good. He normally answers me. I'm like, it's been like a few days. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I've been dead to the world, and it comes and goes. Yep. And the worst part about it is the damn phone teases me. Because you see, 5G, whatever.
Yeah.
2 bars. Sure, okay. Hit on something. Back to nothing.
0.
It blanks out again.
Yeah.
It's like, you son of a bitch.
But, it wasn't snow. Because that would have been a nightmare if it was snow.
Oh, if it was snow. Because we got what? What they were saying? 2 to 3 inches of rain.
Yeah.
And then the hurricane winds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
And it was just like shit house.
Oh, yeah. Then it was hailing. I don't know if, it must have been hailing up by you. But we were getting hail.
Oh, I don't know because I wasn't home.
That's true.
Yeah, I was at work. I was at the post office.
That must have been a pleasure work day.
Oh, I got soaked.
Oh, yeah.
I gave up putting my deck chair back, so I have a small porch. I'm on the top floor, and one's on the far left, and I watch it just keeps coming across. It slides across, so I put it back. An hour later, it slides across again, and it's a big freaking chair. I was like, you know what? It can just live in front of the door. I'm not going out there.
Let's see here who we got. Daddy Dutch, what's up? Judge Jeff Wepner, what's going on? Gray Reiner, what's happening? Mrs. Maggs, what's going on? JB, what's happening? Merry Christmas, brother. Hey, I got some, JB, I got pictures of your new pit, brother. Ooh, for a price, you can have them. And, of course, Mike. As everybody knows, I'm joined by Messy Mike today, and of course Dutch knows because right in bold letters, down goes Frazier.
Yep.
You knew that one was coming.
Yep. I almost brought a Kelly's roast beef sandwich today for old times.
Matt Pereira, what's up, brother? Kevin Turner. So let's get. I'm a little out of.
Yeah.
A little rusty.
I know. It's all right. We'll get
That's it. So
today's
episode brought to you by Uncle Steve's Shake. You ever wonder why there's a line of people at your neighbor's backyard when he's having a barbecue, but there's nobody in line to get into yours when you have that? Do you know why that is, Chrissy?
It's because Uncle Steve's Shake.
That's right. Uncle Steve uses some of the finest ingredients for all his 12 flavors, from his competition line to the Gator Shake to the Smoke Bomb, the original, and don't forget the sauce with no name. He's been cooking up a storm on sauce with no names.
I love that stuff.
Great customer service. He is the one who answers the phone if you have any shake questions or order questions, or he will actually reach out to you if he has any questions about your order or your shipping. Check him out at UncleSteveShake.com and also his Facebook group, Uncle Steve Shake Nation. Uncle Steve Shake, shake some on everything. Also brought to you by Two Guys Smoke Shop and TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether I'm barbecuing or not, I always keep the smoke rolling. Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today I am smoking the Gran Habano 20th Anniversario. Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com, I get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2GuysCigars.com. Also brought to you by Backline Smokers and Backline Fabrication. Ryan Newland is building some of the craziest one-of pits coming out of Austin, Texas today. And Miss Mary worked effortlessly on Christmas Day. 3 degrees outside. At least by the thermometer, because I couldn't check it on my phone because I didn't have reception. Thermometer said 3 degrees. Wow. And temperature didn't fluctuate one bit. Perfect cook, right on time, beautiful. Whether you're looking for a backyard grill all the way up to a 1,000-gallon trailer, Ryan can build what your dream is. Check him out at Backline Fab on all social medias. Backline Smokers, build what you want, not what you need. Also brought to you by Magna Chef Gloves. Our brother Alan Fonte knows something about fire management, being a Miami-Dade firefighter. He has designed these gloves from the ground up. The Magna Chefs, food-grade silicone, patented magnetic clips for the easy on and off. You don't drop them. Heat rated up to 500 degrees. Web fit for the Mr. Spock. For the firm grip. One size fits all. Dishwasher safe. Currently sold out. He can't even give an answer of when these will be back in, but sometime about mid-January. But for those who like the 5 fingers, traditional, he introduces the Freedom Gloves. Your straight neoprene gloves, extra long gauntlet, protect the forearms. Same patented magnetic clips, heat rated 932 degrees. I can literally hold my charcoal basket with wood lit and just place it right back in.
Wow.
No ifs, ands, but. Do your hands get warm? Yes. Ain't gonna lie to you. But you can sit there and juggle lump charcoal if you want. You will not burn your hands.
Can I see that? You should juggle lump charcoal. That would be awesome.
That was his selling point his first year down
Really?
to Royal back 2 years, not this Royal, 21.
Yeah.
He was set up with JB and Ryan, and he was sitting there with a big softball size of Fogo with the MagnaChef gloves, going like this, talking to people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Glowing red. Nice. It was unbelievable. Check them out at MagnaChef.com, and at checkout use code FreedomLives for 10% off your order. That is FreedomLives for 10% off your order. MagnaChef gloves, master the fire. Freedom gloves, take a stand, free your hands. Also brought to you by CustomCuttingBoardsRS.com. Ian Hemming is building what I consider the Yeti of cutting boards out of Magnolia, Texas. You know, Mike, these boards take an absolute beating. From the dishwasher board, which is your standard countertop board, to the massive 18 by 36 brisket board, to the new pizza board for that perfect slice every time. Multicolors available, deep lip reservoir to catch all that juicy goodness. The rubber nubs on the bottom, so even on a wet surface, the board will not slip on you. Check them out at CustomCuttingBoardsRS.com. That is the letter R, us.com. So, finally we get it done, brother.
That was awesome.
Hey,
Now, does he make a shocker glove?
Yeah. Well, he does. They do also come in orange, and what we like to refer to as bedroom green.
Ooh.
They glow in the dark.
Ooh, very nice.
Yes, yes. Check them out.
Two purposes there.
But so we finally got the reschedule.
We did.
We ran into last time the contract that kind of threw a curveball at you. But hey, whatever, you're getting work done.
Just want to finish it.
Yeah. Suppose going to be next. Ooh. Yeah, you might. I have to confirm that, JB. You might see it tomorrow. So what's been going on, brother?
Absolutely nothing. Just getting ready for next season. Kind of hopping on some plans where, we got some big plans. Won't be done next year, but hopefully we can start the project, at some point next year. But I can at least say that we're going to start building out our catering kitchen, first phase, and then we'll go from there. But we're looking to do something that first in New Hampshire. So we'll just keep it at that.
Okay.
So good project. But we're hoping to get that rolling this year. So once we finalize things, then I'll be able to give more details. But we're working on our catering kitchen right now. So
Nice. So this is year.
It's year 2. So basically
2 full seasons under your belt. At
2
the
years
squad,
and 3 months.
Going on season 3. Now, I know you gave, I don't want to jump into any plans, but I know you gave a little giveaway last year on Instagram, on your social medias, on a Guess the Weight. You doing any of that shit now this year?
We will, yes.
Okay, so we can't even get an idea. How about a safe ballpark estimate of the poundage of proteins from this season?
How about number of racks of ribs?
Number of racks of ribs.
I can somewhat give that. I know that pretty much off the top of my head, give or take a couple. But I have I didn't even look at the poundage of meat this year with everything Neely and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just trying to get through Christmas. And
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, racks of ribs, St. Louis ribs. I have a number, and, I'll just round it off. So if you can get close to that number, then.
Oh, okay. I get what you said. Okay, I got confused there. I thought you were going to throw me a number of ribs, then the poundage was something completely different. Okay, gotcha. I'm rusty, brother. I'm rusty.
Oh, same here. I haven't put one of these on in a long time. I'm nervous.
I know you still can't sit still.
I can't. And I'm waiting for my phone to ring, too, at some point today,
Had the volume down. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, just, we're working on kind of menus for next season. We might take some stuff off. We might add some stuff so we can kind of concentrate on the meats. Mm-hmm. It's always something. You're always trying to figure out how to get to the next level, be better than the last year. And make more money. So that's what we're trying to do. Last time I was supposed to be on, I think you mentioned to me the whole argument.
Yes. The hot topic, and we Greg had come on, and we got his opinion on it. But the topic that was going on at the time is for as far as barbecue restaurants, food trucks, barbecue trailers, the term sold out. So you have sold through your entire product line for the day. Mm-hmm. Where do you stand on that? Is it a positive? Is it a negative? Because there is great points on both sides.
Correct.
But on barbecue in particular, it gets a little dicey because of...
It's a fine line.
It's a very fine line.
Yeah.
Because of actual cooking capability. Mm-hmm. Or if capability might not be the right word. But with what you have for equipment... Mm-hmm. So what your smoker can hold, So where do you stand on all of that?
It's what I've learned, because when I got the trailer, I didn't know myself, but I wanted to take everything under the sun. People called catering. I wanted to take their parties. I wanted to still serve the trailer. And then you realize your smoker may be able to cook it, but holding it is another factor, because we have our warmers, we have our Cambros and coolers and stuff. Now what do you do when you don't have any more? So we've come into that problem a couple times. The whole sold out thing, we were selling out a lot earlier than we wanted to when we first opened, and that was just because we had no numbers to go by. And now being open for, a couple of years, even being open for a year, now we have numbers to go by. We look in our POS system, and, that's what we do every week. We look to see what we did the week before. We look to see what we did the same week previous year. Being a food trailer, you look at the weather, and then also what events and stuff are happening in your vicinity. So there's a lot of factors to kind of look at. But now that we have a kind of a grasp on things, you can always go by the numbers, and numbers don't lie, but there's going to be some weekends where they're inaccurate, only because, like when we were on Chronicle, we don't know when they're airing the repeats of Chronicle.
Yes.
So, there was a couple of circumstances this past season when we're like, what the hell's going on? You
get the
it's a Thursday.
You get the influx of emails looking for catering and all this.
Yep.
Why is
even people showing up to the trailer too? And you'll kind of see it because my first time here. I saw you on Chronicle. When the hell did you see us on Chronicle? We were on Chronicle, weeks ago. Oh, it aired the other day.
Again. Yeah.
Okay. So you have those factors, but then also you have you look at your meat costs too. So you look at all your food costs. And, our margins are tight with brisket, just like, in a seafood place, lobster rolls, lobster. Mm-hmm. That, it's your bread and butter, but tight margins. So you don't want to sell out fast, but you want to sell out of brisket first because now your margins are a lot better on all your other items. But if you don't, if you can't sell out, if you don't really want to sell out, but it's going to happen, and that's what happens to us. We can only make so much because I got one smoker that I'm using. So all the big meats go on the night before, and then that morning I'm putting on the chicken, the ribs, the sides. So, you only have a certain amount of capacity doing all that stuff in the morning. Plus with your ribs, you don't want to really be left with ribs because those are a hard item to repurpose.
Yeah.
Where your pork butts, your chicken, your brisket, those are all easy to repurpose into, chilies or Texas Twinkies, beans, stuff like that. Yep. So it's, you don't want to run out too early, but it's barbecue. You can't just throw it, on a grill, or some people try and cryovac it and then rethermalize, as they need it. Does the product kind of lack? Some it does, some it doesn't. I mean, some of the largest barbecue places around, do that. We haven't got there yet, So we do sell out. Usually on like Thursdays and Fridays, we'll sell out and start to sell out. We don't sell out of everything. Mostly we'll sell out of ribs. We'll sell out of brisket. We'll definitely probably sell out of like mac and cheese, stuff like that. Coleslaw never sells out. It's barbecue salad. And, you just kind of go from there, and then you just look at your numbers, and So we usually last until we're open from 11 to 3, and we usually sell out by 2:00. Of some stuff. Yeah. So, it's good to sell out. It's also a marketing ploy, but people will start catching on if you're doing it just as a marketing ploy and selling out too early. Because then, that's the worst thing, too, when customer comes to the window and says, I drove all the way from Logan Airport to come here, and you don't have what he's looking for. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So.
See, I can understand that. Like getting here an hour before closing, going, we're sold out. As a customer, I'd be like, okay, but there's a restaurant, I'm not going to name names, that I've been to 3 times, earlier each time, that doesn't close till like 9 or 10. Like it's a brick and mortar restaurant. And they sell out of their what they're known for. They sell out. I went one time, it was 5:30. I went for dinner. I want the da-da-da. Sold out, sorry. I'm like, it's 5:30. How are you so, like, you know how many people are coming here tonight? And it happened again and again and again. That makes me not want to go back anymore, right?
Exactly.
Like, that makes me like, I'm done trying. A friend of mine is done. Like, she's like, I'm not going. I'm like, let's go there for dinner. She's like, nope, not going there. I'm sick of being told they're sold out.
Because you're going for that one particular item.
But if I show up at 8 o'clock at night and they're like, we're sold out, I'm like, you know what, that's on me. I should have come earlier. Like, that I understand. So there's
Well,
that,
you said 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's one of the dinner specials.
Yeah.
How the hell are you out?
How are you out?
Before dinner.
Yeah. You're like,
Right. And that's we haven't I really haven't figured that out yet because I don't know how barbecue places open at 11 and they're from 11 to 6.
Yeah.
And stuff's done cooked. I mean, my stuff comes on at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And then it goes in the warmer till we open till 11.
Yeah.
And then it's, service.
Now, have you actually, you probably have, but the question is, Big Dan from Big Dan's BBQ out of Catawissa, Pennsylvania, he has the brick and mortar now, the restaurant. He had for years the trailer, and he got to the actual standalone building now. How does he deal with it, or does he run into the same things? He's got to have set hours, I suppose.
Yes, he has set hours. Because I was just with him last week, but I feel like the mentality of people in Pennsylvania is a lot slower than the mentality than people up here.
Yeah.
Because you never see him panicking.
No.
You never see him in a rush. He's always just like, and he had the double steak cook-off last weekend. So you had 44 teams, plus your restaurant's open, plus, you're still trying to be part of everything. I'd be running around, shut up, don't talk to me, shut up, and he's just doing cool Dan. What he started doing was he started cooking during the day. So he started, because he's got 2 smokers. He's got the Southern Pride and he's got the Old Hickory, the rotisserie. So he'll cook the briskets and the butts during the day for the next day. And then he'll do, his other stuff, the ribs and stuff like that in the morning for the day of service. But he sometimes rethermalizes. Sometimes, he'll have stuff on. And, if he needs it, he'll kind of speed up the process, take it, and speed up the process. And sometimes he'll just say, we're done with that protein or side, for the night. We'll have it back tomorrow. That's what's crazy. When we open this, customers can be awesome. Customers can be kind of tough. When we run out of stuff, they'll come back the next day.
That's great.
I've had customers come at 11 o'clock in the morning, get 4 racks of ribs because they're having some people over. And they get home, 4 racks of ribs are gone, like that. They'll come back 12:30, 1 o'clock, and get 4 more racks of ribs. Yeah. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Even if I loved the place, It's crazy what you see and what people do, and
because with the whole topic, it was there's positives, negatives, depending on how you want to look at it. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot goes with your knowledge of what it takes, to cook everything. But you'll have that one, like you were saying, people come in and okay, I'll come back tomorrow. But then you got some people, oh, that's it. Then next thing you know, they're all keyboard cowboys.
Oh yeah.
They don't have this, and one review, and they, just attacking. A lot has to do with what you can actually fit on that smoker for what you can produce. Mm-hmm. And you get somebody first thing, you're ready for the day. All it takes is one person to come in and go, can I get 5 racks of ribs, 10 pounds of brisket, a tray of mac and cheese, and your whole numbers for the day are completely screwed up.
Gone.
You're done. That happens.
Oh, it happens quite often.
And that throws you off. Kent asks, how many briskets and racks of ribs do you do on an average day?
So on Thursdays and Fridays, we do about 8 to 10, and Saturdays and Sundays, we do anywhere from 15 to 20, sometimes 24 briskets. That's briskets. And then racks of ribs we'll do on Thursdays and Fridays. We're doing anywhere between 20 and 24, and Saturdays and Sundays, mostly Saturday, we'll do anywhere from 30 to 48 racks. Sundays we'll go a little less because we're not open until the following Thursday, so I really don't want stuff left on Sunday. So Sunday we kind of cut down a tiny bit, but not much.
Okay. That's a shitload of meat, Mike.
And it's just me. That's what people don't understand too. It's, it's just me putting all that stuff on, me cutting the stuff. I have awesome people that, trim stuff for me, do sides, but I just haven't, trusted them enough to give them the reins to do all that other stuff.
Let's see. Matt and Jenny, what's happening? Dutchie, what's going on all the way over from the UK? But, yeah, it was, because when the hell did we do the December episodes? Was that Veterans Day? We recorded those.
Yeah.
And I had swung up to the trailer after.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk about it. Let's get this right the hell out of the way. The pulled pork three-way.
Oh, the messy three-way.
I know. The messy three-way.
Yeah.
Settle down, people. You're going to enjoy this. The fuck? It was incredible. Now, that is a spin-off of the Northeast roast beef three-way sandwiches, which we've been eating on this show since day one. Mm-hmm. So, traditional onion roll, roast beef, cheese,
James
River barbecue sauce, and mayonnaise. You spun that to the pulled pork.
Mm-hmm.
And it was bigger than a softball.
Half-pound sandwiches.
Half-pound sandwich. Johnnie Mag size sandwiches. That sandwich was phenomenal. Do you have that all the time?
Oh, yeah. So we did it as specials when we first opened, and because we were trying to, pulled pork, pulled chicken, kind of gets boring, and people do want specials every now and then, so we came up with the Dirty Bird and then the 3-way. And I love North Shore 3-ways. I mean,
Who doesn't?
I can't get enough of them. So we're like, we don't have a griddle, we don't have roast beef, but what can we do? So we tried it out, and we cheese on the bottom, pulled pork, and I take half the pulled pork, put a little James River sauce, finish it, more pulled pork, James River barbecue sauce, and then we use Duke's mayonnaise. So, and then the mayo, squeeze it, and then wrap it in the sandwich wrapping, which is an insulator, which helps melt the cheese a little bit.
Yeah, yep.
But we were just trying to figure stuff out, and it worked. I mean, the pulled pork, it's a different flavor.
Yes.
It's kind of, I would say, deeper.
Yeah.
Than the roast beef, so it's been working. People like it.
Yeah, because you're getting that smoke, obviously from the smoker. That you're getting all your rubs and seasonings, however you prepared it. You're getting all that. So you're gonna get a couple. Take a bite. You're gonna get a soft bite where you're gonna get that nice pork flavor, with the smoke. But then your next bite, you might get a little the crunch because you might catch a little piece of the bach. It's just it was an experience. I had to take a moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to step away and take a moment that it was that freaking good, and beautiful, beautiful sandwiches. And then
I forget you. I know we fed you like a king, but I keep forgetting what we served you.
I got the pulled pork 3-way.
Yep.
You gave me some. Pretty sure they were point slices of brisket.
Yep.
Which were just melting, which were fantastic. The mac and cheese, the beans, your barbecue baked beans were absolutely out of this world. Let's talk about that for a quick minute.
It was like a meal in itself.
It is.
Yeah.
It was a meal itself. You had the chunks of brisket. You had that beans. You had the sweet, or whether it's your barbecue sauce or some molasses, you had that sweetness in there other than your typical, whatever you want to call it, baked bean juice.
Oh yeah, it's the sweetness mixed with the brisket, the saltiness, and the little smoke. It pairs well together.
Yeah.
And then onions, peppers, celery, some other stuff. It's very hearty. It's
because that's what I said. I go, Mikey. He goes, "What do you think of the beans?" I go, "Dude, this is a meal in itself." It was fantastic. You would have an entire bowl of it, and as a meal, they were this good.
And what a lot of people do is they'll get an order of mac and cheese and they'll get an order of baked beans and then they'll just put it all together. And it was kind of like that's weird. Then I tried it and I'm like, holy crap! This is amazing. It's a game changer.
All you're missing is a blender and a straw.
Yeah, exactly.
Get it on the go.
And then I gave you that. I gave you mac and cheese, brisket, baked beans, chili.
I gave you
the chili.
Cornbread.
Yep.
And then Dutch is gonna fucking eat me alive for this one.
Was it the Oreo?
Then you gave me your pickle.
Oh, yes.
And your pickle was delicious. I'm just waiting for the comments to start flying here. Now, you have your pickles, which are homemade. Every week. Now, you work with a company for the spices and everything that does your recipe.
Yeah.
For those.
So we work with White Mountain Pickle Company. He's local.
Out of Derry.
And first we were using his Double Dirty Dills. So basically he makes a kit, all the spices, and you just add the apple cider vinegar, water, and pickles. So we took it a step further, and we kind of threw away the directions, and we make them the way we make them, using a little more vinegar so you get a little more bite. But just the freshness, the crunch, the flavor, and so we go through About 8 to 10 gallons of pickles a week. So we get 70 pounds of pickles a week, and that goes into about 10 gallons. And we cut pickles fresh every week, put them in a gallon, put the mixture in, put the vinegar and a little bit of water in, and then 3 days, cold fusion, best pickles you ever have.
Yep.
So now we've been talking, and now we're taking that a step further, and we came out with Messy Mike pickles. So we're going to have our own pickle, which is kind of like a mixture between like whiskey, dill, and double dirty dill. Mm-hmm. It's a flavor that we think will go well with barbecue. Nice, bold, bigger crunch. So, those will be out soon. And then we're also, he's helping me do a line of umami rubs. And they're going to be called Mess PG.
Mess PG.
So I was still trying to do the messy thing. So we're doing Mess PG. We're going to do Mess PG chicken, Mess PG beef, Mess PG pork. And those will be out shortly as well. We're just working on packaging. But he's a food scientist, and he makes our Alabama white sauce packet for us as well. So same thing as spices. We helped develop them, and then we just take our vinegar and mayonnaise, mix it, and you have some of the best Alabama white sauce you'll ever have.
That was the other thing. Gave me a side of the white sauce, and I actually had the brisket with it. Mm-hmm. And it was killer.
Because the horseradish.
Yeah.
A lot of people get the brisket with the Alabama white sauce, and at first it was kind of odd.
Yeah.
But now you think of it, prime rib pairs well with horseradish. Mm-hmm. So there's horseradish, buttermilk, which pairs really well with the beef. So that's come a long way as well.
Yeah. And there's Dutch again. You're a hoe. You'll let anyone tickle your pickle.
I'll feed anybody my pickles.
Yeah. Short rib drum smokers, what's happening from Cameron, Texas? Thanks for tuning in, brother.
And I got to start practicing on the drum.
Cotton gin, you got the new cotton gin, Messy Mike edition smoker in. Beautiful black orange, Messy Mike logo. Gorgeous.
It just looks unbelievable.
Looks too good to cook.
It does.
To light a fire in.
Correct. So yeah, we'll start firing that up in the next couple days, practicing that, because then we're doing barbecue classes. Doing 2 classes in January, 2 classes in February, 1 class in March. So
nice.
Yep.
Nice. What the hell else was I gonna ask you? Oh yes. Back when the show first started, mm-hmm. we did a couple competitions mm-hmm. up at the Smutty Nose Brewery.
Yep.
Ribs. It was ribs one year. Then the second year they added the chicken.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. So that was doing that was our main competitions for the year at that point. Mm-hmm. But, I think a little backyard event here and there, whatever. You just recently, beginning of November, I think the weekend of the 10th, like you said, you went out to Big Dan's. Mm-hmm. How was your experience with your first SCA cook-off? Never mind, you do a double.
Yeah, the double was stupid. It was interesting. First you get there. You set up, and you see 2 tables. One table has steaks, and the second table has steaks. So one table was steak A, one table was steak B. So you pick a number, and we got 4th and one steak. We'll just take that. So you pick 1 through 4, and so you're getting the 4th pick steak. But then it's a snake kind of a
yeah. If you have 1 through raffle. 40,
yep. Now
then it goes 1 through 40, then 40 to 1.
Yep.
So you're at the beginning, then you're at the very tail end.
Correct.
Of that, technically the second round.
And you're basically, from what I've gathered, what I could beforehand, you're looking for a steak with a good size spinalis.
Yeah.
So you're looking for the kind of looks like a heart.
Yeah, a lot of guys are looking for that tri-hot
yep.
look.
So that was fine. So then we get the steaks and, cooking them. And I didn't have any marinade, and I just had some rubs. I was basically going there to see Dan, but steak cook-off, I can't pass it up.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we get there, and we cook steaks, and it was fun. We didn't do well at all. But, it was some of the best cooks in the country, which I didn't realize at first.
Oh, yeah.
Until, they started talking, and, now you're meeting people. And, again, just like a barbecue competition, some of the nicest people I've ever met, but also the food, because they're not just cooking steaks. They're cooking lamb chops. They're cooking this guy, Raz, I think his name's Raz Braz, made a hot dog. But whatever this pico type thing was on the hot dog, it was literally the best thing I've ever tasted. Yeah. Not just on a hot dog, but in a long time. So just the food, I mean, it was awesome. It was a great experience. We learned a ton because, I didn't know you couldn't marinate and stuff like that because you do get, like 3 hours, 4 hours. So basically you can do whatever you want to that steak to get that, bite that the judges are looking for. So I learned. Next time I'll bring some pickle juice with me because that seems to be a, kind of a special weapon. When you marinate steak in pickle juice, it breaks down all the fibers, but it breaks it down in a matter of about 30 minutes. So it's a very fast
acting.
Yeah.
Nice. Doug, what's happening? So, that was cool. So double steak comp. Obviously, you didn't leave with a golden ticket.
Nope. But I can't wait to go back next year. Dan actually, he got a golden ticket.
Oh, did he?
This past state competition.
Okay.
Yep. So what happens is golden ticket goes to first. Well, so many people do the competitions every year. It just keeps getting passed because of first through second, whatever. So Dan got one. I think he was third or fourth though. Yeah. But yeah, he won a golden ticket.
Yeah. So if the first place winner and you win first, you win the golden ticket. If you already have won a golden ticket, that ticket you just won at that competition goes to number 2. Mm-hmm. If they had a ticket, it goes to number 3, so on and so forth, till it gets to somebody who hasn't won their golden ticket yet. Then they'll get it, which is a great.
Oh, 100%.
Because you just need that chance.
And they have the ancillaries, which are like this past ancillary was ham, anything with ham. So people were making Cuban sandwiches, people were making like ham pimento, sandwiches. So you can get a golden ticket doing that as well, which will get you there. Not with the steak, but with that. A couple of years ago, Dan won the ancillary doing tacos. So it's a great way to kind of get to the finals without, getting to the finals with steak. But then I was talking to people, and I'm like, how many people, cook at the finals? All these people getting golden tickets. Over 400 people. Yeah. Like, that's just, wild. I'd love to experience it, but it's just, it's crazy.
It's wild. Matt Pereira, local guy.
Oh, Matt's Backyard Barbecue.
Yes, Matt's Backyard Barbecue. Yep. I'm going to be actually reaching out to him to get him on because he went down to the World Foods.
Yes.
And cooked, and following his coverage, all the lives and the pictures and everything. Oh, it's a serious time down there.
Oh God, yeah. And the stuff looks awesome.
And he did well in brisket. I think it was either 8th or 9th place brisket. Mm-hmm. Out of the world.
Out of the world.
You know what I mean? So, guys like him really putting New England on the map, which is great. So I'd love to gonna try to get him on, talk to them. And I'm also going to try to get focus on a lot of local guys this year, because New England has come to the forefront. I'll say it.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
There's a lot of guys,
there needs to be
more,
more
making names for themselves in the barbecue world.
Yes, that's 100%.
Out of the Northeast.
But there needs to be more comps. A lot of comps now are South Shore. Yeah. South Shore, Mass, because that's where Nebs is located. And then you do have, like the Granite State cook-off.
Yep, in Merrimack.
Yep. And, but there needs to be like talking to people from Alabama and that part of the country. There's a steak cook-off or a barbecue cook-off within 45 minutes, within an hour, where they can just go and do multiples, which I'm not a competition guy. I used to do a couple of competitions when we could. But I'd love to start seeing more competitions because maybe we could do, some competitions without, losing a whole weekend or whatever. But even like the steak cook-offs, steak cook-offs, you're cooking a steak for 15 minutes. Yeah. After the hours of prepping and stuff like that, but it's only, a couple minutes. And we met a couple guys from Boston, Lit and Loaded. Awesome guys, wicked nice, wicked knowledgeable. They were right next to us, so I was talking to them. And, they actually got a couple of calls with their stuff, but I'd even, reach out to them because they do steak cook-offs a lot. We were talking to some people at Dan's. They did a steak cook-off. They just came back from Alaska. Every single weekend they do a steak cook-off, and if it's somewhere that they need to fly to, then they'll put a post out there and they'll say, hey, looking for
anybody got equipment I can use.
Yep. Which is fantastic.
And everyone goes, yep, I got you covered, bro.
Yep.
Come on down.
Yep. So we're and if you can, we're looking to do a steak cook-off in Kissimmee, Florida in February.
Woo!
So if you can pull it off, that would be cool.
Go to Florida in February? Come on now. We'll see what the hell we could possibly.
Because we'll be at the MBBQA convention is in Orlando. So we'll be there, and then I'm trying to pull it off that we can just head down to Kissimmee and finish it off.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good. And because I'm gonna be reaching out to Kathy Trainer.
Yep.
Because we had talked back.
She was supposed to go to Dan's. Dan talked to her, and she was gonna go and just to kind of one, I think, learn more about it, but also see. But I don't think she made it.
Yeah, but she does. They do a great job, and they're adding couple more contests on the schedule this year. Mm-hmm. So it'll be good to see them. Just got another one that's going to be, I know she said, is going to be another automatic for the jack, which is, that's impressive in its own. But, we'll be touching base with her.
She has been kicking ass with posting and getting stuff because I remember when Nebs, you didn't really see much. So you'd have to go on the page and check to see if there were competitions or stuff like that. But now it's like every day Kathy's popping up. Yep. And, hey, we just got this added. So, awesome.
Great stuff. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, for sure. But thanks, brother.
No, thank you.
It still goes quick, don't it?
It does.
You know what I mean?
It does.
Oh, Christ. But, I do have an announcement that this is going to be, don't you giggle over there. You already know what the hell's coming indirectly. This is going to be the last episode of the Pit Life BBQ podcast.
What?
The last episode.
Really?
Of the Pit Life BBQ podcast.
Because you're transforming into something else, no?
For 2022.
We
will be back next week, large and in charge for 2023.
I still knew I knew what was coming, and my heart still dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
They literally did this to me on the podcast before this.
That's where I got the idea
from. Bricks. And then I knew it was coming, and I still went, wait. And then you looked at me, and I was like, okay, I'm good. That's
where I got the idea from. Oh, Christ. Sorry, guys. Sorry I had
that was a good one.
We're kicking off 2023 with a bang. We got Joey Machado.
Nice.
Coming on from Texas Original Charcoal.
Yep.
Gonna catch up with Joey, and I think the last time Joey was on was with us.
Yeah.
Way back.
We gotta get some of that stuff up here.
Yeah. Because I had the opportunity to cook with it on the first cook on my pit. Ryan had Texas Original, and it's awesome. It is good.
Well, like he said too, it's everything's branding and everything's a lifestyle. And when you look at his logos and everything that he does, it's a lifestyle,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like you know what he takes over. I mean, he used to be with B&B,
B&B, then Blues Hog.
Blues Hog, but it's you when he's with something, you think it's his own company because of how much he actually puts into it and does it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? So
He takes it right over, and he becomes the forefront of it.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, it'll be good to talk to Joey. I know you had him on.
We had him on. Yep.
Real
We'll
quick
get
on
back
that.
to
When's the next episode of the Barbecue Happy Hour coming out?
We'll get back
I'm
to
running
it.
out of stuff to listen to.
Well, it'll be back next year. So
Okay.
2023 we'll be back. We've been talking to a bunch of people, and even your ad with Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve.
That's no shit because I thought I was calling. My smoker was having some issues, and I thought I was calling Steve, and from Old Hickory, but I ended up calling Steve from Uncle Steve. And when he picked up the phone, I got scared and I hung up on him. So then he's like, he's like, hey, what's going on? You don't have to hang up on me. So I called him back. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm so sorry. I was freaking out, but yeah, he does answer the phone.
Oh yeah.
And so that's not a joke. Great freaking guy, great customer service.
Yep, for sure. But anyway, that's it. 2022 in the books. 2023, let's go.
Wow.
Just want to thank everybody for your continued support. Everyone who tunes in, listens, Facebook, YouTube, on all the, Spotify, all the audio platforms. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the support. Obviously, Uncle Steve from Uncle Steve's Shake, Ryan from Backline, Al from Magnus Chef, Ian from Custom Cutting Boards, David from Two Guys Smoke Shop. Our sponsors. Thank you guys so much for believing in the show, in whatever we're doing here, week in, week out, bringing the barbecue love all the way around the world, which still, after 4 years, blows my fucking mind. You
still have stuff to talk about.
You still have stuff to talk about, and everyone still tunes in from everywhere. Thank you so much. Hope you all had the happy holidays, safe with your friends and family. Happy New Year coming right around the corner next weekend, New Year's Eve, another year down, another one starting. Here's to 2023, folks. Cheers. And until next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.